So I began my prep for the 2020 Olympia. I was just firing on all cylinders. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we're hit with this pandemic. And honestly, I thought it was going to be something that lasted a few days, and gyms closed for a couple of days, and we'd be back the following week. And then, without even realizing it, gyms are now closed for 3, 4, 5 months. That first week, I'll be honest with you, I was depressed. I was helpless. I didn't know what I was going to do. Luckily, I had an amazing friend, man, that had a small little private studio. He knew what I was getting ready for. He knew I was preparing for Olympia, and he knew I was going through some hard times. And he called me right away, and he said, "Hey, you're getting ready for the biggest show of your life. Come down and train whenever you want. I'll give you the key. You can come whenever you need to." And I got there, and it's a small little, maybe 1,000 square feet, little basement gym. Nothing fancy at all. I literally had just the bare basics, barbells, dumbbells, squat rack, and that's it. I've made the most progression ever in this small time frame training that facility, because it brought me back to the basics, the old school, hard, heavy training, squats, bench press, deadlifts, all the basics that all the old school true champions built their physiques on. That's what I was doing. I honestly believe that, when I got the call that the Olympia was being pushed back till December, it just gave me more of an opportunity to continue to grow and improve. Not many people had the ability or access like I had to train throughout this whole pandemic, and I think that's what kind of gives me a little bit of a benefit. Because again, like I said, this is by far the best off-season I've ever had in my career. Physically and mentally, I was in a good place because I'm in my element, and I'm seeing my body progress every week. I'm getting stronger in lifts. I'm going back to the roots of the lifts that I got away from, that built my physique in the first place. And that's just only going to equate to a bigger, harder, more dense physique, something that I've been lacking over the past couple of years. What could I do to be better? And they're always telling me, just get thicker, get bigger. And having this pandemic happen and me training where I was training, it allowed me to focus on that, to get bigger, get thicker. And that's going to show come show day that I've been putting in the work. Despite the pandemic, despite the whole shutdown of everything, I didn't miss cardio. I didn't miss a meal. I didn't miss training. I made it happen, no matter what. I remember going to the food store, and the lines were just outrageous. People were just taking everything. And I would have to drive around from store to store to store just to get what I needed. And then they put a limit on your food. You can only have 2 packs of this, 2 packs of that. So I would literally buy 2 packs and then go outside and then come back in and get another 2 and then just keep stocking up for the week. The one thing I did different these past couple years is I kept to my diet the entire year. In years past, I'll be completely honest with you, I would half-ass my diet. I'd probably eat clean 80% of the time, and then the rest of the time just junk food. This year, I eat the same food every single day that I would on my diet, obviously in bigger quantities. And I noticed that made a huge difference in, again, my training, the effort, the intensity, the poundages, and my overall look. And now that I am prepping for the show, I'm finding it much easier to kind of get in a leaner state much quicker. I'm not having to do tons of cardio and having to drop my food very low just to try to get in shape. So being able to eat clean all year round has equated me to being able to get in shape much quicker than ever. And that's the one thing I need to bring to the stage this year is conditioning. The champion has some of the most spectacular conditioning I've ever had. But I know if I am able to match him on my conditioning, my roundness, my fullness, the density I'm bringing this year, it's gonna give him a run.